Welcome to the snapshot of The Magnetic Leader, How Irresistible Leaders Attract Employees, Customers, and Profits by Roberta Matson. Here, we'll explore the key insights from The Magnetic Leader. Introduction. You might be under the impression that piles of perks and incentives will keep the most desirable, competitive people flocking to your door. But the reality is that people want to work for a dynamic, inspiring leader more than they want to work for a company. Today's top performers are looking for organizational leadership to take them on memorable journeys that will be the highlights of their careers. That's why it's important for companies to embrace a new strategy, creating a culture of magnetism in the workplace that immerses employees in an experience of dramatic growth and transformation. This strategy not only works to attract top talent, it also ensures that your customers and clients will find you irresistible too. In the following sections, you'll learn expert guidance for implementing the principles of magnetic leadership in your workplace. It's important to create a dynamic corporate culture that reflects the values of your organization, because the workplace environment impacts everything, from your customers' experience to your employees' satisfaction to your yearly profits. Leaders play a crucial role in developing corporate culture by giving people the motivation and inspiration that will help them to thrive, and one bad leader can dramatically impact things for the worst. By creating and sustaining magnetic leaders in your organization, you'll establish a company where employees can be their best and customers will love to do business. Magnetic leadership. You know magnetic leaders when you meet them, whether they're charismatic or quiet, bold or brilliant, action-oriented or visionary. There's something about them that makes you want to be on their team. They're focused, driven, and skilled at communicating their values, and you can't help but be drawn to them. The energy of a magnetic leader is palpable, but it's not an innate trait. Anyone can learn how to cultivate an irresistible leadership style by developing the following 7 qualities. 1. Authenticity. Authentic leaders know who they are and maximize their strengths in the workplace. They don't pretend to be good at what they aren't good at, and they're not afraid to show their vulnerabilities. They own their flaws and draw others to them through their genuine personalities. 2. Selflessness. Selfless leaders always consider what's best for their teams instead of what's best for themselves, and they make sacrifices so that others can advance. They prioritize the common good and make decisions based on the best interests of the organization. 3. Strong communication skills. Being able to communicate effectively with others involves both articulating your ideas clearly and being able to absorb what other people are saying. These skills allow leaders to connect with their teams. 4. Charisma. Leaders with charisma inspire loyalty and devotion. Whether they're naturally introverted or extroverted, these leaders have a special way of making everyone they interact with feel special and important. 5. Transparency. Leaders who value transparency inspire trust and loyalty in their followers. Their openness spreads to the rest of the company's culture so that managers and executives feel free to share both good and bad results with their teams and clients. People trust them to mean what they say. 6. Vision. Visionary leaders are dreamers who are able to see how current business choices and trajectories will be impacted by emerging trends. Their imaginative approach to everything they do is exciting for everyone around them. 7. Resilience. As one of the most important traits in a leader, resilience allows leaders to keep a clear head and move forward, even when things are going poorly. No matter what challenges they face, resilient leaders keep making decisions that make the company stronger. To start, focus on 2 or 3 traits that you find most valuable. By observing other leaders, you can decide who you want to be like and which traits to emulate. Additionally, watching other leaders may help you decide what you don't want to be like, and that's important too. Magnetic leaders are deliberate about cultivating these winning traits, and they invest the time and effort into improving themselves every day. They reflect on their failures and discuss them with others so they can learn from them. Some find mentors who keep them on track, and others hire coaches to give them constructive feedback. Whatever your approach, you'll reap the rewards when you create a workplace culture built on these 7 leadership qualities. From ordinary to extraordinary. Research shows a direct correlation between employee engagement and profits. So if you want to see positive growth in your financial reports, one of the key ways to accomplish this is to foster an environment where employees are enthusiastic about their work and committed to their workplace. These employees are rewarded for their curiosity and innovation, and they aren't afraid to take risks and propose creative ways of doing things. Their entrepreneurial spirit generates growth in the organization, and they're invested in the success of the company's long-term goals. But when employees feel micromanaged, overworked, or underappreciated, it depletes their creativity and inhibits them from bringing the best of themselves to their tasks. Even worse, Prolonged experience working in such an environment can move them from feeling apathetic, already a bad place to be, to outright antagonistic toward the organization. In contrast, employees who are given opportunities to demonstrate agency and make proactive changes tend to feel more invested in the success of the company and more loyal to its mission. Additionally, the way you treat your employees determines how your employees treat your customers. The corporate culture trickles down this way and is magnified through your customers' experience. It can help to remember these facts the next time you question whether employee satisfaction really impacts your company. It does. While money, benefits, and other incentives can go a long way toward keeping your employees happy, it's only one part of the equation. Many small businesses and nonprofits aren't able to communicate their appreciation to their employees through financial perks. But creating employee engagement doesn't just depend on monetary rewards. It depends on whether organizations are implementing the leadership principles discussed in the first section of this snapshot. People want to work for leaders who will bring their team members along with them on a life-changing journey of success, and often that's worth more to them than a salary increase. Now that you know how important employee satisfaction is to both your bottom line and the work environment you're trying to cultivate, you should look for opportunities to improve on the systems you already have in place that may not reflect those values. It's crucial to examine areas where your company is underperforming and evaluate what might be contributing to the problem. By frequently asking for honest employee feedback, you'll gain insight into areas of concern. Acting to correct any mismanagement issues demonstrates that you take such matters seriously, and it can bolster your team's unity and morale when they see that your organization lives out its values. These practices build trust with your employees and help you attract and retain top performers. Maximizing your magnetism. If you're looking for examples of magnetic workplaces, consider how you feel when you walk into a Trader Joe's or an Apple store. In these environments, you see employees and management working side by side, sharing the workload and communicating constantly. These two companies demonstrate the magnetism equation at work: magnetic leadership plus incredible customer service equal explosive growth. When you treat your employees well, they treat your customers well, and there's no better advocate for your business than a delighted customer. How often have you gotten a recommendation from a friend telling you that you simply must try this restaurant or that hairdresser? When customers feel taken care of, they share their experience with others. In the age of social media, this impulse is even more apparent. Customers are constantly posting images of the moments they spend at businesses and letting their friends know whether they enjoyed themselves. When products and services are spectacular, people feel as though they found something special, and they want to let everyone in on it. Anyone can be your best advocate or your biggest critic, and you never know how many people your customers are influencing. That's the power of referrals. The reputation of your company is priceless, because a brand operates on a sense of promise between itself and its customers. For example, if you're selling dishwashers, your promise to the customer might be that your product will clean their dishes thoroughly, operate efficiently and quietly, and be designed to prevent leaks. Thus, the customer has certain expectations of how the dishwasher will perform, and if it doesn't live up to those standards, they might be disappointed enough to walk away from your brand for life. Obviously, this can have a major impact on your business, as you'll have to work even harder to keep acquiring new customers to replace the ones who are walking away. On the other hand, if your customers believe you're keeping your promises to them, you'll develop a loyal customer base, and you won't have to continue spending money to recruit new customers. So, what do you do if you're in a situation where previous poor leadership choices have left your customers and employees unhappy? It's a tall order to transform morale and reputation, but it can be done. One of the best ways to repair your reputation is by rewriting your organization's story. First, discover the difference between what you want people to be saying about your company and what they're actually saying. How can you bridge the space in between? When you've identified areas for improvement, focus your resources on programs and policies that deliver the most significant impact and help you reach your goals more quickly. By paying attention to the promises your brand needs to keep and implementing changes to address shortcomings, you'll propel your organization to success. Conclusion. When you want to adopt the principles of magnetic leadership in your workplace, keep in mind that it's a long-term endeavor that requires frequent feedback, evaluation, and effort. But the shift in your company will be monumental, and you'll enjoy the benefits of attracting highly qualified team members, serving happy customers, and increasing revenue. If you want your organization to experience success and growth, then you must be eager to invest in practices that generate positivity among your employees. One of the best ways to do this is by cultivating managers, executives, and other leaders whose magnetism makes others want to be a part of their team. These leaders are open, transparent, imaginative, and inspiring, making them irresistible to both employees and customers. Unsurprisingly, profits are directly tied to leadership, so investing in your leaders is a smart bet. People choose to work with your organization based on how these interactions make them feel. If their experience is positive, they could become your greatest supporter. But if their experience is unfavorable, they may drive away potential employees and clients in droves. Therefore, be intentional about how you treat both employees and customers, and make sure all interactions reflect the brand's values. In this snapshot, you learned about how to develop the 7 essential qualities of magnetic leadership, challenge the status quo, value your employees, and keep your promises to your customers. All these ventures will make your company an irresistible place to work and do business, and they'll motivate you to keep making the kinds of improvements that lead to tangible, phenomenal results. About Roberta Chinsky-Matson. Roberta Chinsky-Matson is a career expert and consultant who's helped Fortune 500 companies grow for over 25 years. She currently serves as the president of Matson Consulting. Thank you for listening to the snapshot of The Magnetic Leader by Roberta Chinsky-Matson. If you liked what you heard, then make sure to explore the rest of our snapshot library to continue gaining key insights from nonfiction books in a matter of minutes.
Thank you for listening to our quick learning audiobook review series. If you liked what you heard, then check out our channel for more free audiobook reviews. We post new audiobooks every week. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to be first to hear of our latest reviews.